Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to my next podcast, which is going to be about adolescence. It's been one of my favorite topics so far lately. I'd like to welcome my guest for today. Welcome to Nipa. Hajah Nipa.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hajah
Hajar Nipang.
To our podcast today, and we have decided to talk about your specialty, which is all about adolescence education. All right, am I right?
Yeah.
Plus
That's right.
nursing.
Yeah, can also.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
how I know Chicken Infa is that she was also working with my mom, closely with my mom in the past, but now she is retired.
Yes.
Happily retired. And so the thing about retired people is they have a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge stored. Am I right?
I hope so.
I think, Benar. I mean, like you've worked so many years.
Yeah, I know. But, the thing is, I hope everything that we did or doing or going to do can inspire other people.
For sure. Yes, I
I
mesti
know.
continue this knowledge.
It's education, right?
Mhm.
Education you have to continue until you are 7 feet underground, I guess.
Benar. Cikgu, can you please introduce yourself to the listeners right now?
Okay, I think on my education, is it?
Boleh.
Okay, my education actually it's just like the normal people, the basics education, all that. And then I enter college, and then I did my nursing, my degree also in nursing. But concentrate on children. But then again, if you learn overseas, children will mean with adolescent. From then on, really interested in adolescent and anything generally about adolescent. Because I found them so amazing because they have their own world. We cannot enter their world.
Right.
You know, they have their own barrier and all those things. So when I did my master in leadership and management, health and social care, I also concentrate on the social life and also education and also health of adolescents. And
Right.
hence I start working and doing my leadership, doing my management, all this. And I was happy. I work with this particular adolescents. Yeah, in the
Apa age groupnya tu?
age group. When I started working, it was around 16 until 22. That's the early adult we call
Young adults, yeah.
Because adolescent is in Brunei in 12 years old until 17 years old.
Okay.
The adolescents and above that will be early adult and then middle adult and then
Right.
young adult.
And why is this interest in adolescence in particular?
That's why I mentioned just now they are so different. They have their own world. Imagine when you're a kid. Yeah, when you're a kid, you have your mom, you have your brothers, you have your sisters to show you everywhere. Yeah, to hold you, to pick you up, to feed you. You know, what education you should have. Even education, you have core subjects. You got to have English, Malay. You know,
Basic standard.
basic, very standard. Even my youngest said, "What, Mama? Why do I have to learn maths?" You know,
Oh, yeah, the
simple
question.
And so and then that's why if they enter adolescent, they will see that this particular maths they can use it in their everyday life. They go shopping, you know, they talk with their friends. How many pencil you have? How many friends you have? That's already maths.
Oh, runding what time? When
What
I get
time
back,
is
how long does it take?
Yeah, exactly. So when they are kids, they don't care.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you said, okay, you got to come back home 12:30. Okay, 12:30, that's it. When they are adults, they will ask, why must it be 12:30? Kan? So that's why it's very interesting. The what you call that, the transition from the kid to adolescent, how they develop themselves within those 5 to 6 or 7 years ago, and then they become adolescent, and once they are late adolescent, they are preparing themselves without you knowing it. They are
Benar.
preparing themselves to become an adult and responsible.
That's true.
So that's why this particular transition is very important in adolescent life. And we are there not to dictate you come back home 12:30. No, you
Right.
can't. Okay, you have to negotiate.
Can't anymore.
Can't anymore because they are not kids anymore. They will say to you, "Mama, I'm not a kid anymore." Even during their birthdays, okay, you just drop me.
Benar.
You just drop me, you go, and then I will text you when I'm ready to come back home, and you
Yeah.
pick me up. That's adolescent. But kids, okay, I'm going to pick you up at 11 o'clock. Then they're just ready there,
Yeah,
pick up
ready.
and
No
come back home.
question.
No question asked.
Yeah.
But they will ask you if you have a curfew with them. They will ask you why.
Yeah.
We as parents or as educators, we should ask ourselves why these adolescents ask this. So that affects their education and also their experiential learning. And
Yeah.
for that, I'm a believer in experiential learning in opposed to classroom teaching.
Yeah. Ada
Classroom
yang main.
teaching is more to kids. You sit in front of
Yes,
your friend.
traditional.
Yeah, very traditional because you are saying 1 + 1 is 2. And they will say, okay, yes, 1 + 1 is 2. If it is 3, it's wrong. Okay?
Yeah.
But when you're adolescent, 1 + 1 is 2. I don't think so. You know, they will say that it's either 1 pencil in a box, okay, or 2 pencil in a box, plus 2 pencil or 3 pencil in another box. So 1 box plus 1 box, yeah, it's 2. But I want to know the pencil inside.
Oh, detail. That's right.
So that's adolescent.
Ini adolescent normal saja semua macam tu kah?
It's a textbook. It's a textbook adolescent, but again, when I say textbook, it's normal adolescent. But tani manusia ni, we develop physically, mentally, socially, not the same.
Yeah.
But in your textbook, you have that duration even, they say, where after 2 years, you're going to develop this. After 3 years, you're going to become like this. That's textbook. But in real life, it's not as easy as that.
Yeah.
Why? Because it's the environment. It's the way they are exposed to. Either you're exposed to their peers, exposed only to parent, exposed to nenek-nenek.
Yeah. That will affect.
That will affect because when they are adolescent, they are trying to be observant. Because when they are kids, you're saying this is right, this is wrong. So when they are adolescent, kenapa mama cakap hari itu wrong this one so they try to observe. They observe kawan-kawannya, they observe the teachers, and then they observe the parents even. Why did they say that that thing last time it was wrong? I don't think it is wrong now. And now there is YouTube, there is, with this social media. So they have their own idea.
That's true.
So that particular environment that you expose them, the kids macam kain putihnya orang it's up to you to decorate it jadi batik kayak jadi satin kayak exactly you are the one who ukir them but the way you ukir them itu how you provide the environment. Is it that you want them to be in a bawah tempurung? Kalau dulu kan we say katak bawah tempurung kesian katak. But nowadays our Gen Z ni we say it's thinking out of the box. So the tempurung become the box now. There's no more tempurung.
Benar.
Okay. So adolescent they become exploration and finding answers, and they analyze. They won't tell you that they are doing it. Some adolescent they are doing it spontaneously without knowing it. But parents were so observant, they will know. Okay.
Yeah.
They are becoming like this. They are becoming like that.
I have a few young clients who come for counseling, and the pattern I see so far is that they have troubles. Ada things they worry about social. Kebanyakannya social.
Yeah.
Friends, I don't know. My friend doesn't like me because I'm friends with her. This kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, parents, they notice macam, oh my god, okay, this is how do we talk her,
Yeah.
tell her it's gonna be okay. So of course parents ni yang modern kali pandai dorang hantar counselling tah. Yang in traditional it's just like pandai itu. Like he or she will get over it, this kind of thing.
Yeah.
What's your advice on that? Kalau a teenager lah.
Teenager,
An
yes. Adolescent teenagers.
Yeah, any age teen has social issues with their friends. How do you advise parents to handle the situation? Parents and teachers lah.
Yeah. Remember when I said adolescent is 12 to 17, the most is 6 years. Okay. So if you think equivalent 6 years into 10 kilometers, and adult is 18 until 40, so which one is longer?
Long adult.
So meaning they're rushing. They are rushing themselves, and parents also rushing these kids.
Benar. It does feel like that pula.
Exactly. So who is anxious actually?
I know the answer.
Exactly. So who actually you should counsel? Is it the kids or the parents who are anxious? So that kind of thing. Okay.
Yes.
Kalau anxiety ni, you have to tone down saja lah. But then the way adolescent live, 5, 6, 7 years old, you cannot shorten it. You cannot.
Yeah.
Kalau textbook is memang macam itu.
Prosesnya betul.
Yes, you have to you have to schedule in a day what you want to do. The next day apa, so that they learn to get discipline. It's because when adolescents are becoming so anxious in their mind, everything are haywire. Because
urgency-nya.
Yes, it's so urgent. I'm going to driving license lagi, and then kadangnya mamaku lagi nasuka aku, my peer lagi nasuka aku, and that will only take how many years? The upper secondary school 2 years,
Yeah.
And they have to be orang main uyong kawannya ni sudah berkawan aku lagi in 2 years, whereas we adult take years and years kan. And their mind is at that time still trying to analyze what's going on with their friends, what's going on with the parents, what's going on with the nenek. It's too much. And then to add to that, sadly, we as parents keep on pushing.
Takut future dorang lah. Takut.
Yeah, that's why I said we are the one actually. We are the one. We are the one yang rush them too much.
I do agree, to be honest with you. I mean, a lot of the teenagers who I've spoken with, I mean, because I don't know them fully, I think they're great.
They are great.
They're great and wonderful. Obviously, kalau parents, they are more, spend time more with them lah. I don't know. They know them better. So the perception lain.
Yeah.
I don't know. As a counselor, I just think they're great. They're just great.
They are great. How can you say? Okay. Let give me example. My adolescent years is definitely different from your adolescent years,
What's
right?
the difference?
Yeah, I'm 61 years old, by the way. So our school, we can say sekolah dusun, bawah pokok, something like that lah. So because of that environment, we have a lot of things that's real. Kan? But nowadays you have to look at the screen, and then teacher just say blah 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 without bringing the real thing in. A lot of imagination. So can you imagine the memory they have inside there? And once it's superimposed, the one yang di bawah itu tends to they forget. Too many virtual. That's really strain their eyes, their ears. We are straining their senses bah. Whereas if they use all their sense, macam as I said, experiential learning. You have that thing in front of you. You touch it.
Yeah.
You feel it. You listen to it. You look at it inside out. Siring, kiri, kanan, atas, bawah. But nowadays, you just look at the screen.
Yeah.
But now there is a 3D. But you cannot touch it.
Yeah, exactly. And dulu, we can feel bored. So when we're bored, we will study things better. Macam more concentrated, fixated.
Yeah.
Ni macam sikit-sikit bored. Okay, keluar. Scroll.
Yes.
Like, there's no seconds to be bored. Wah. If you're bored, do something. You're getting on your internet. That's it.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
bored, pandai ke dapur, cari something, pandai. You
No,
know?
they're just sitting down, either on the chair, on their bed, in their bed, lock themselves. Mama, I can do. Yeah, I can do. Okay.
Bantam.
But if we keep on pestering them, have you done this? Have you done that? They will get irritated.
Oh,
Because
And it's
normal
like
human
already
being.
Done.
Because that's normal. For them, it's normal.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
For parents, it's not normal.
Hmm.
But we are not in their world.
Lain Sudan.
It's different.
Yes.
So that's why adapting is very important. Parents have to adapt.
Yeah.
They have to adapt, but you cannot push them because of their time limit. After that, they become adult already. They are going to university.
Benar.
After that, bekerja. They have their own family, and
Oh.
you still want to like this to them? No,
Yeah.
you cannot.
Like for example, Benar, it's true because my eldest son is 18 this year. So for me,
Driving though.
I don't know, tapi, very unusual. Yeah, he's not looking forward to driving, but
Ah,
my second
right.
boy is. Yeah, excuse me.
Oh.
The first one is like when I look at him, yeah, macam he behaves like an adult already.
That's good.
Macam yeah, very looking forward to getting out of this place. Cuma tu bah.
Oh God.
And then I don't know. Okay, so my son Nene, he is. I think I can share this. He's has mild autism. He is high functioning autistic. Yeah, but in the Katara lah, you wouldn't know. You just think he's a bit
He's
straight,
not,
straight.
He is not physically defined.
No. So he's very he likes what he likes.
Yeah.
So the thing is, what was difficult for me and my husband, we want to show him other things in the masuk. So we're trying to be like, oh, show him this, show him that, and yeah, macam fixed bah. So
Yeah.
I like what I like. So in that case, in his adolescent growing years, we had to accept that this is how he's gonna grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was hard because late diagnosed like so only at 16 we realized he was autistic, and for the longest time we just thought he was stubborn. So there are some
labeling.
we stubborn.
Kesian.
Yeah, so
That's normal.
yeah, so in my counseling practice, and sama aja when I hear parents having such difficulty with their teens, sometimes it could be something they have a condition, like
autistic child memang they have an amazing concentration. So the only thing you need to do is which particular concentration he is doing, which one he is really like.
Yes.
Which one is
mind on?
Which one yang repetitive? May I know?
Repetitive. When growing up or now?
No.
Now, okay.
What he likes to do?
He loves to study history. World War.
Yeah.
And then kalau kulit scrolling takamingaw ni, he likes the guns. Yang subhanallah, apalagi ni like
okay, that's already your diagnosis, your assessment as parents observation as parents, because with him. So if he likes history, be it. So meaning history is not only one. There are a lot of history. Civilization, Islamic civilization, and the war history. It's very wide. It's just that kita ni as parents ni selalunya history.
Kami yang traditional ba. We're the box people. Thinking, oh my god, jadi cikgu tu ganyan ni history teacher. You want to be a history teacher? Like, and that's not all.
It's not all. If you're a historian, you can become an archaeologist. All those things. I remember when I was working in a university, I was looking after autistic child juga, and the same. His interest is in history.
They love that.
He come over to my office, so I just asked him, what would you like to do? Why are you so interested in history? So he keep on working, but ya ada physically jual lah, nampak obvious yang ni autistic. So we have to be very patient when he talks kan, because repetitive kan cakapnya.
Yeah.
But then he's so fun to be with, because of the history, the one that we never know before. So ia bagi tahu pasal European War lah, apalah. I said, ada ketu. But then again we listen, and then we keep on asking things apa, and he loved that.
Yeah.
If you keep on asking, even though you know the answer, just ask them.
So enjoy.
Because he enjoys it. And then at one time, he came to my office. I'm going to do acting. I said, okay, what kind of acting? My friends asked me to join theater. I said, oh, that's good. What do you want to become? I want to be a king.
Okay.
Okay. What's the what's the story about? It's European War. Okay.
Bangam.
That's it, right? I said, yeah, that's good for you because you love it so much and you have already read a lot. So let's see how. So when the time comes, both parents comes also. When they see the boy
performance,
performance, dia keluar with all the baju as a king, itu ini apa kan, and it was so damn good.
Wow,
so damn good. The parents just cry.
Yeah.
I said, adolescent or this kind of age, masa tu because ni very intelligent. Masa tu, if I'm not mistaken, was only 20 or coming to 20 masa tu. So I said to the parents, I said, whatever they want, you just have to nurture.
Yeah.
Don't force. You just nurture. Well, whatever yang mau history, okay. In history, which part you want? So we provide.
Dulur saja.
Yeah, we have that. Provide them that kind of environment to nurture their interest atubah. Because adolescent ni, you need to guide them parallel. Yeah. You should go along with them, not go across.
Exactly.
If you go across, that's it.
Yeah, you're never gonna get anywhere.
Yeah, you never get anywhere, and you're going to lose them.
Benar.
It's much even,
Yeah.
that's even worse lah.
Sure.
So that boy now, he's doing his PhD.
Yeah, really? It's amazing. Yeah, because everyone has their life, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The nurture part is very important. And when we are going to talk about nurture, I'm going to take the whole day talking about nurture.
Yeah. And it's why
nurture is something that mother being created as a nurturer, but not father.
Not father?
Because bapa ni tugasnya kerja.
Okay.
Provide. So that's father punya. But mother is more to nurturing. Apa yang bapa bagi?
Interchange boleh?
Interchange no, you're going to cross. Your husband's responsibility and the husband won't like it. If you go along, let's say your husband say this thing, okay, but so don't say no. Even though you don't like it, but you give option.
Right.
Why don't we do this instead? But still on the same topic, still on the same area. Don't change the area. Don't change his idea to another yang opposite.
Yeah.
Then they will like.
Great. Yes. Okay, so we're on the journey right now with my eldest.
Yeah,
it's new for us. Yeah, first child, I think that's the time when parents it's kind of experimental as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we are experimenting our children, our guinea pig.
Like an experiment, mana? Like now, I realize looking back, I feel like, I wish I did this with the first boy. I should have been more with like this with the first one. Like baru realize. Because I think when we were raising them as kids, it was more like no competition. Like we didn't really pressure them to be anything excellent in anything.
I mean, you manjakan.
Yeah, macam indah kami like mesti top in the class. Ada some parents they to be here, kan?
Yes.
Macam and we were in a school where the environment pun is very, playful, lovey-dovey, which was great. Lagi damit. Maybe when they were like babies, barangkali ya. But sometimes now I think you should have just given a bit more like tujuan why you want to do well. Like I don't know. Like they just because they're great now. Andang je they're good. Kayaknya when we think back, it was so hard to get them on track to study something.
One.
Kind of ingaw ba ingaw, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
As parents, memang lah, we are very anxious, especially as you said, what are they going to become? How are they going to live or survive without us?
Oh.
That kind of thing. My youngest is 12 now, and masanya kids, I did ask, masanya primary lah, I did ask him, well, what do you want to become? Oh, he just simply said, I want to be a fisherman. Masanya damit, he likes to draw ship, a big ship,
Okay.
all those kind of thing lah. I said, okay. I didn't ask at the time why you want to become fisherman.
Okay.
So recently, just few days ago, di sekolahnya ada career
Career
fair, career talk, and then ada polis datang. So with the ridernya ni lah, and then teachernya share with me his photo. Dia naik sendiri arah motorbike atau.
Okay.
So you try to ride. So I asked him, you want to become a policeman? I said, I'm not saying I purposely then ask him, I thought you want to become fisherman. No, don't do that.
Okay.
It has to be something because you're under adolescent and trying having that having that transition tu kan. So I asked him, you want to become policeman? No. I told you I want to be a fisherman.
Merakat masih.
Then I asked further.
Okay.
I said, okay, if you want to become a fisherman, do you know what you need to do? I said, then no, you tell me. Ya, kan? Because you transition. So, ia masih memerlukan ketani. Memerlukan ketani. Okay, what do I need? What do I want? Something like that. The needs and wants.
Guidance.
Masih ia pakai ada checklist satu bah. Checklist, tapi checklist itu arah ketani, bukan arahnya. But later, they will have their own checklist. They will detach.
12
Yes, they will detach from us. Okay, Mama, I have this and I got to have this.
Right,
That will be later adolescent lah. So I said, okay, you need to learn first how to fish. I know how to fish nya. Because yes, memang suka fishing. And then okay, if you want to really concentrate on fishermen, then one day you need to buy a boat or a big one, a ship. Yes, that's what I want.
Okay.
That's what he said. I said, that's good. Then what do you need? Very clear. So what do you need to do now? I have to study, and then I have to know how to ride a boat. I need to know where to get a boat. I said, okay.
That might just happen next.
So you can see, right? You just have to probe that question and probe ia punya how his mind works.
Expand on the idea.
Expand on the idea, and then let him talk about it, and never say wrong. No, you don't need that. It's not like that. You have to say to them, okay, I have this. What if we change this one into this one? Is it okay? That kind of thing. If not, if you say no, just like when you do your dissertation in university, when your supervisor said, oh, this is wrong, you have to redo it. Macam sakit hati kan? Patah hati ba? You inside you said, why didn't you tell me that before? That kind of thing kan? So it doesn't work. In adolescent, doesn't work like that. You have to say, okay, I think this way is good. This way is better. What do you think? It's more to negotiation, and you nurture their analytical ability. Let them analyze which one is good for their work, which one is good for their future. You are there only to guide them. If they divert, as I said tadi kan, you go parallel. If they divert a bit, bring them back. So that you can go along with each other.
So in order to do that, the relationship still needs to be quite close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
your friend.
how do you create? Oh, sorry. How do you create that close relationship with an adolescent? Let's say ada yang dia lagi
Everything.
cakap with the parents, yang
Yeah,
shut down.
I know,
How
right?
how do you
That's so
get back? How do you
sad.
get them back?
You have to be with them in everything, but not every time. When they have breakfast, 10 minutes, 5 minutes be with them. When they have bermain ka atau melihat wayang ka, go with them. No matter how boring that movie is, just sit there.
Yeah.
Just sit there, and then when you come back, how do you think? You know, so that it shows that you are their friend,
Yes.
and who very interested in them.
Yeah.
Because in adolescent, they're like magnet. They want to be a magnet, so that people come to them.
Okay. They want to be a magnet.
Yeah, they want to be a magnet, so that I'm famous. You know, I have more friends.
Well, like
I have more friends than you. That's what my boys. I have only 2 boys. The youngest said, "Oh, that's not your friend. He's my friend." And then just this morning, my eldest said, "Mama, you know that you mentioned nama lah. Got friends in because year 7. The youngest year 7. Ia ada kawan in year 9 and year 10. I said, really? Yeah. How do you know? I asked the eldest ni kan. Yeah, because I saw him talking and play with them. I said, oh gosh, I think he's too advanced.
That's a good thing, no? But that's a good thing, right?
When they get advanced like that, we don't want this adolescent to miss their growing stages satu jua. So we try to, if in school they are that advanced, maybe at home you try to bring them down a bit. Yang cali-cali yang dapat-dapat dah usulnya.
Okay. So are you saying
so that
slow them down a bit, like
slow them a bit di rumah, and then let them di sekolah to let them develop. The teacher mengajar all the textbook things, the kawan-kawan bagi ia experiential learning, be it. Dia tu.
So you're talking about, it sounds like balance.
Yeah.
More like
You need to balance.
Oh,
You need to balance everything. Sekurang-kurangnya pun balancing ni 1/3 of it. Apa ni pun kata ni memang kena nasihatkan. Everything is 1/3. You keep your rezeki 1/3. You makan also 1/3 kan. Your kesihatan pun 1/3. So everything just remember 1/3. Divide them into 1/3. If you are lesser than that, then you have to put it a bit lajukan sikit ka, atau tambah sikit ka, that kind of thing.
So for parents, right? If they are now, let's say some parents, they have teenagers, and then like I said earlier, in the berapa connective, kan? Is it okay if one parent is close and the other isn't?
Yeah.
It's still going to be not too bad.
You know the amazing thing about parents, alhamdulillah, lelaki dan bini-bini so that's already balance, because mother have a different thought, different, even physic different, thinking different. You know, marriage is actually not persamaan. It's perbezaan. Because you feel each other. The kekurangan yang seorang, the other one will fill up.
Yes.
Isn't it? So actually it's difference. Even hobby difference. Don't be so stressed about it. Memang pun ketani dijadikan untuk berkawanan ni to fill up the difference. So that you become one whole person or one whole thing. The same as family.
Yeah, and they just mestinya same everything. Right?
No, boring.
Mana?
If you same everything, okay. Dua-dua tak agree. Okay, we go fishing Sunday. Fishing saja. Next Sunday fishing lagi. Why fishing saja? Because you enjoy. You said. Kan? And because nada idea lain terlampau sama. Everything is sama. And sama aja macam kalau akan makan sama saja. I will get bored.
I don't.
Children also will get bored.
I like same repetitive stuff. Don't know.
Once in a while, you need to expose this adolescent to a new thing.
Oh.
Because that's learning. That's what learning is.
Yeah, try. Give it a try.
Because
Yeah.
learning ni, the definition of learning is you have something new or you have develop new thing. Kalau yang lama-lama tu revision nya tu. It's the same thing. It's revision.
And then your brain doesn't grow.
Yeah. So if you have new thing, meaning if your children show you something, meaning he learned something. That's already good enough.
Yeah, that's
Rather
true.
than nothing.
Benar.
Kalau nothing itu macam kata ni kan exam ba. You revise because it's the same thing. That's why you need to revise.
Yeah,
That's
true.
Just to take out the memory yang sudah lama-lama tu kan.
Ya,
But
tekan.
you have a new thing, meaning there is a learning take place.
Yeah.
Right? But if you study is different. When you study something, I like to give example pencil. When you're a kid, you have pencil. Okay, you tulis and then habis. Buang, ambil satu. Yang ada masih dia punya yang hitam itu, buang. But after that, your parents said, you need to do this, ambil peraut, sharpen it. Then he knows. Okay, that's study. The children or the adolescent is studying. Oh, pensilan ni is not only for writing. Oh, pensilan ni boleh di-sharpen.
Yeah.
Pensilan ni jangan dibuang.
Build up.
Yes. So that's how it is. Even our developmental stages as textbook pun, when your children you're like this, and when your child you're like this, when your adolescent like this, when your adult like this, textbook. But again, it depends on the individual. It's according to your environment and also your health.
Yeah, that's
that
true.
will make a difference.
Because I was sharing with you last time. Dulu, okay, when I was a teacher, okay, I took it just as a job. Okay, my students are technical level Jakarta, like 18 and above, 17, paling youngest one 16. Okay, so they're quite big. Okay, they're big kids. And the thing is, I was also young at that time, and then I saw them as just students, and I never believed there's a life after they graduate. Chaya. And you know why I thought this way? I felt growing up myself, macam the adults around me pun indah yakinkan the young people. You get what I'm saying here? Macam I always felt personally, I don't know orang lain lah, but I always felt that I'm just some kid. And
always be.
Yeah, and always be and never grow. And kind of the funny thing is, it kind of stuck in my head. Aku lagi youngest in the family. So I kind of had that belief that we're just going to be at this level. Kids will just stay kids. And I feel it affected my teaching because I didn't quite see their life. This can affect their future if, this can play a role for their future. I just thought, okay, just get them graduated. I actually went to work as a task.
Task oriented.
Task oriented. That's it. That's why now that I'm 40, 40 macam bata mikir ka na. Macam, oh my god. Okay. So teachers out there, if you're still young, I don't blame you if you don't get it. Okay. It is a process. We're learning too. So like now that I'm 46 and I've already resigned and everything, like I really should have put more effort into raising not just as the subject, but not just as a paper. It's not just assignments. It's helping them understand what they're doing at Dubai.
Teaching adolescents is not like teaching primary school. All the basics, as I mentioned tadi itu kan 1 + 1 is 2. It's not like that. If you teach adolescent, you're also learning. You learn from them, they learn from you. So they got to be an exchange. Remember that they are having their own peer group. So they will make you as their peer group. If not, if you have that barrier, saying it's all the all the textbook semua ani salah atau lurus, So you're putting your barrier.
I mean, when you're saying that's what I was doing. And I was a teacher when I was 23. Okay. I remember saying to my director, I should not be teaching. He goes, "What? You have a degree? So what? I never worked before. Ita kan ngajarin technical niya. I just felt it was so wrong." But anyway, beside the point. At 23, and no life experience. I would say balum lagi to 23 ato.
I think you haven't developed.
No.
And
Then lagi I think I haven't. Okay, the truth.
and also at that time I can see your adolescent life is prolonged.
Oh,
Hmm.
benar-benar.
That was prolonged.
Too much. Indah sadarkan diri. No, but it's true because okay, this is what I feel. Okay, because I was under scholarship.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the uni pun, walaupun you're out there studying, but because you're under scholarship, there's a watchful eye jo.
Yeah.
That's how I felt lah. So like you cannot salah jo. Otherwise, scholarship, someone's gonna, get you, this kind of thing. So that just kept there. And even though, and the teachers above that, though, I was just so scared of them. There's a fear growing up with authority anyway. That was just the programming kala. Ano katawa?
That's why I mentioned tadi tu. Adolescents have their own world. They have their own world. If other people try to masuk without mengatok, so that's what happened.
Ada talaga gitu.
That's what happened.
That's what I felt all the time. And then, okay, fine. I graduated.
Yeah.
I got a job.
Yeah.
Not long after that, kerja lah ha. Ada pun macam as a new staff, sama aja macam kena watchful eye ni. It's normal, right? And then
It's normal.
yeah, and then after many years, after I was teaching for about 10 years, 11, 12 years, okay? So I had time to grow up. As I grew up, I became that watchful eye. I became that.
You know how it felt then?
So after that, macam students ko ni pun, ko buat je macam how I felt when I was a kid. Macam, look, don't question me. Okay, done. That kind of thing.
That's revenge.
Yeah. Unknowingly, okay?
Because it's unknowingly. Yeah.
It was like, now that I think of it, no, I should not have done that.
Have you come across stages of bereavement?
Yeah.
That's the stages of bereavement.
So now I'm in like acceptance. Like I get why.
If you understand the stages of bereavement, first, of course, you're going to say, "No, I'm right. You were wrong." And then after that, you blame someone. Yeah,
and
then you try to be reasonable. And then at last, you accept it.
I just went through the whole thing right now.
It's a process. It's a process of growing up and also the price of growing up.
For sure. Okay. I'm going to be really honest here, okay? But I think this
should we put it off?
I believe this is the only one of the major reasons why I am now a counselor. Because now it's like, like
experiential learning, I told you. Much more effective.
I mean, I could not even dream to be a counselor back then. Ada kan ko jadi counselor, nada mengasih. It's not gonna work. But nowadays I'm thinking, that's why now I do welcome adolescent teens coming in with their issues and what I don't mind, I really don't mind if they want to say anything.
Yeah.
That apaka language ram pakai. Yeah. I'm like, go for it, let's just get it out of your system. I remember growing up, we cannot say what we want. You know what I mean?
That's in those years,
macam na boleh record and then my mother's favorite line, sabar-sabar lah. It's kind of like a shutdown, like a gentle shutdown. Sabar-sabar. Padahal I'm just being expressive. I was not happy about stuff, and I was trying to tell, what happened to me? Baik sudah bercakap dah. Sabar-sabar dah. Like, wow, that just blew my mind. Like, no.
I can imagine how she says that. Even your dad, I can imagine how he says that.
They were so non-reactive. It should have been a good thing. Tapi to the teen that wants some feedback, nothing ba?
And attention.
I felt like indah kana dengar. Unheard.
Yeah, unheard.
So now in my counseling, I think that's why I really want my clients to feel, I heard you, right or wrong, it's not about that. Just let it talk,
the interesting part of heard and listen.
Yes.
You hear and listen. they are totally two different thing in my area.
Okay,
Okay.
what's the difference?
Well, when you heard something, you use your ears, sounds, people shouting, bunyi. That's you hear. Yeah, you heard.
I heard it. Yeah.
But then when you listen, you listen with your heart, with your eyes, you observe. That is listening. You know body language. Apa
Yeah.
kan? So all this thing will say something to you. So you hear something, you listen something, you heard something, you know.
Yes,
So
yes.
it has to be that whole thing
Oh,
to
benar tu.
really to analyze that person. That's why people said, listen. People always say that, kan?
Yeah, listen.
Do you hear me?
Uh-huh.
So here is with your ear.
Yeah, here
But
is yes,
listen,
I can hear that.
yeah. But if you listen to someone just being there, you know, so you listen with your heart, with your empathy, with your sympathy, all those titipat, you know,
Yeah.
the psychology thing inside there also, you know, because you're trying to bring them back whichever that make them stress and to
Yeah.
make sense of what they're stressed of.
For sure.
Because in our developmental age ni, physically ka, mentally ka, socially, you have to see which particular growth they are now.
Yeah. Which stage?
Which stage they are now. So is it they are growing accordingly as textbook or not?
Oh,
So if it's not ideal, the ideal ni depends on individual lah. Indah sama. My ideal will not be the same as
Yeah.
yours because of the environment and the way I brought up. Kan? So if that is not ideal, so you try to bring them back. Don't let them apa namanya slide away slowly.
Melayang.
That's why kalau yang nyakita ni indah ketulungan because they slide away very slowly. And this is the job of teachers, the job of mothers when they're at home.
Aku melayang. I felt like I was a bit melayang, slipping away because
You
I
don't know
find-
where to go,
and plus
kan?
I couldn't. I don't know about what my problem was, but I couldn't take advice from my parents. I couldn't hear what they're saying. I couldn't listen to them. Macam payah aku kan. Macam like for example my father, yes suka pulang give advice. Tapi it's so long-winded.
I know.
I cannot get your point. Macam hilang tu macam what are we talking about? Cuma tu lah. So that's why now with my own kids, I'm very points. The points are there, and then I will recheck if they got what I said. Then that's how we communicate now. Hindi macam long story. And then what was I saying? I don't know.
I know.
It's so important as a parent to be able to be understood by your child as well.
Yeah,
Can't just
but
say
please
things.
remember that the way they understand you will not the same as you understand them.
Exactly right.
Because your mind and thinking and analytical ability is much higher than them.
Yeah.
So don't make that difference as the way on how you get into them because they will feel that they are being pushed
Yeah.
to an area where they don't like.
Oh, I think for me, I do notice I can get a bit repetitive, and that's only because I'm not sure if he heard me. Kuripiling sekali.
You know, when you say that, actually the problem is not your kids, it's you.
Because I'm thinking,
Yeah.
tapi sadar aku pulang, ay kapala, repetition je kan ya, bida je. Because I remember my dad used to be like that. Yeah, repetitive to the max, right? I really try not to do that, but then kadang aku macam as a reminder. Kadang my eldest, autistic and that. So very straightforward Jahan, which is great. I like that about him. And he goes, yeah, you told me that already, Mom. Yeah. Okay, great. I'm just reminding you. I remember, Mom. Okay.
You know my youngest masa puasa belum lama ni kan. I did something pasal marah. I said during puasa you cannot marah because this and that macam-macam lah our alasan just so that dorang indah marah-marah lah. Because yang my youngest ni kuat pemarah, you know. Dia punya kesabaran is too low. Anyway, sudah itu, there's one point I can't remember what I was upset about.
Mhm.
So I was upset of something. I said, no. I said, then Mama, pay me. I said, pay you for what? You told me whoever angry during Ramadan have to pay 10 cents.
Dibalikin.
So I pay him.
Okay,
Then he
good.
just laughed. Got you, he said.
Baru
So after
tahu.
that, Indah marah the whole Ramadan.
Oh, right.
Marah bayar 10 cents.
Oh, and the fact that you paid, it means it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, kalau you didn't pay, macam
Yeah.
doesn't apply to you. Okay,
Oh,
whatever.
sayangnya.
Yeah.
Itulah. If you promise something with adolescent, then better before you start to promise with them, think about it first.
Benar. Yeah, that's one thing as well. Okay, growing up, my life, you know, okay, I'm gonna tell you another secret. Mamaku ni ba, you know. Kadang suka say things for the sake of, so we'll do things. So that I just recall so many times she was said something, I would do it. Tapi nada je paybacknya, payoffnya nada. Itu macam,
Yep.
And the one thing that really stuck with me forever, sampai aku macam, mami anak ni percaya, is because, you know, growing up, I've always wanted to be a hairdresser. I don't know if you know that. Macam aku kadang gila hair ni. I love styling, hair.
Yeah.
Beauty is my world, okay? Sekali, they said to me when I was doing my degree, okay, fine, if you really want to do hairdressing, you just finish your degree and then we'll send you for hairdressing school. And that's the only reason why I passed my degree. So that pass, balik Brunei, nada.
No hairdressing. Okay.
What I managed to get was just a attachment. Okay, not too bad. But I ended up paying for my own training when I started work. So that's why I felt like, sudahlah, I don't need you all. You know, like you don't want to.
Independent.
Yeah, I just felt like they never had intention to send me, because back then it's not a thing to do, You know, hairdressing ni. Kena pandang like, oh no, you don't do hairdressing. That's for you know,
not for Malays even.
Yeah. So coming back to your original point, I thought my minat was not nurtured.
Yeah, it was nurtured. Yep.
So sometimes, you know, every so often when I am alone, kadang I do think back and think, man, I really should just kept up my training with hair and, you know, but it kept ringing in my head. Oh, people like you don't do hairdressing. People like you, me, you know, indah patut. You know, it's not your kind of world to be doing it.
Yeah.
Tapi when I think of it, if I had stuck doing it, I would have been the expert by now.
Yeah.
You know,
that is
been
nurture.
the expert. I could have made my career out of it.
Yeah.
Because I was really good anyway, sebenarnya. Kanya, I didn't have that formal training.
The environment doesn't prepare you to be one.
Nah, that's why I was like, sayang eh. That's why these days I adalah kebaikannya, because then when my kid, if he did want to say anything like, I want to be whatever, I was thought, even kalau akan jadi clown pun okay kalau. You know, like, whatever, because
there's nothing
can
wrong.
be what you want. If you're so good at it, you'll make something of yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Exactly.
I remember one of the VC in a university saying, we would rather have a population with knowledge, education, but in the keraja, rather than orang banyak nak keraja without knowledge. So you have to nurture the knowledge, whatever knowledge you have, nurture them.
Apa saja minat na
apa saja minat. Once they grow up, once they become an adult, like yourself, I thought, you will have your independent mind. Once you have your independent mind, then you know already what you want.
Yeah. And you'll do it anyway.
Yeah, you're doing it anyway, and then you try to explore other things because you already have this. You develop your financial background, your economic, your social network itu ni apa kan. So with those nurturing surrounding, you in your heart you still have something to do.
Benar.
Kan, you want to do something.
It's still there.
You still, manusia ni memang fitrahnya indahkan puas.
Oh ya kak, I know.
Just macam makan juga.
Oh benar.
Okay? Just like eating. Indah kan puas. Ada makanan baru. Wah, okey rasa. Padahal sama pun daging. Vitaminnya inside pun sama aja. So why you want to taste masak merah lah, masak butter lah. The only difference in ingredients saja. What difference does it make if you just eat that butter in the morning?
Apa? Kan? Benar tu.
So it's because where you were and where you are shape you. You know, you cannot describe. You can describe, but it may be wrong that you are like this, you are like that on your own. But actually, in sociology, is people will say that you are like this, you are like that. They are the one who define you, not you, because you are living among them. You are
Benar.
not living in your own cocoon. You see, maybe if you live in your own cocoon, then you know lah. Very strict itu ini apa. Of course you know yourself because nobody come inside.
That's true. That's
But
absolutely
if
right.
you go out there with different kind of people talking to you and saying you things like this, teach you that, teach you this,
Lain je.
lain dia, and they are the one really who shape you and what you become.
I do agree.
So they are the one who define you. You cannot define yourself.
Benar. That's so true. That's one point I was saying pasal Brunei kan small country. I would say just do whatever you really want, no matter how small it seems, because berguna je orang. Because last, if you see our country, apa yang nada, especially artists, jarang ada kan orang Brunei. What do? We import them. We bring them in from out, and we pay them loads just to, I don't know, do something artistic. But because we never nurtured our people to be artistic, we never nurtured our people to be, creative. Creativity ni nada ni. It wasn't a big deal dulu.
I know. If I may say this, but I'm not trying to pin any ministry ke apa, sorry. Anyway, and I'm not trying to be religious ke apa. I'm not against any religion, okay? But this is just a very typical example, especially tadi di Brunei. Okay. We have this all the sambutan Isra Mi'raj, Maulud Nabi, itu ini apa, banyak lagi lah sambutan-sambutan ni. And if you can see, we cannot deny, kalau ada acara keagamaan ni dapat dikira sama jari orang datang voluntarily.
Yeah.
Kan? That's a fact, right?
Of course.
Try to have concert in everything, tiket pun dah cukup. Have to reprint lah apa kan. That's normal. That's normal because a human being ni, they have their needs and their wants. So it's up to you how to manipulate this particular two. But then again, every time we have this function ni, ceramah. Do you honestly think kan adolescent kan duduk sana sejam lebih? I'm not against ceramah apa once in a while, yes, but not all the time. That's why I said I like experiential learning rather than you sit there listening to lecture blah blah blah. I can read about those things. Just give me your research paper. I read it on my bed. Kan? But then if I want to study more, then I have to go out there.
Sendiri-sendiri.
So when I was in the university, working in the university, I told our student representative, why don't you make a change? There are a lot of clubs. Club tarian ada, club drama ada, theater ada, international club ada. I said, it is not wrong for you to change the ceramah. I mean, maybe ada ceramah, but other days, but maybe you can add another activity macam membuat teater. Tapi teater tu pengajaran. You know, our life ni ada undang-undang bah. Memang dari dulu pun memang ada undang-undang. You do this, you do that, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. Kan? So if we do theater ka, ada lakonan drama ka with all the guidelines apa tu, it is not wrong, I said.
Yeah.
So they started to do theater.
You're so different. Yeah, you're so different.
People said I'm weird.
Weird namanya tu. That's a compliment dah, no?
Yeah, you know, labeling ni, I never mind people call. You know, masa my secondary school, because of my size, masa tu yang lelaki-lelaki besar-besar, they they label me lah kalau karangan ni body shaming kali tu. Oh.
Apa your size? Were you apa?
Oh, so small.
Okay.
And short also. So
okay, like me.
so they call me batat, kind of fruit batat damit.
Okay.
Cute. But then okay, I pick up the cute part only.
Okay lah. That's not too bad. That's not even that bad.
That's why I mentioned that people labeling you. So what? I just take it because that's the way they look at me. So they have their own right to say that. Okay, as long as it doesn't really hurt me that much lah, kan. But to me,
it could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been worse. Exactly. But of course, people have their own limits lah, kan.
Macam doa betul ah. If you think about it.
Doa, but being a fruit, I don't think I mind. It's sweet anyway.
But the words if you hear.
Yeah, the other words, yeah.
Menjadi lurus. Never like that. It does affect you.
Yeah.
In a long term.
It really comes out from your heart, especially when you're marah. It really comes out from the heart, kan. So yeah, it may menjadi.
The parents mau dijaga.
Yes.
Sometimes I have heard parents get so mad they'll just say whatever.
Yeah.
And then after they feel guilty. Normal process lah. But that's why sometimes it's more like, how do we control that? So yeah, that's a question. Sorry. Yeah, that's a question for you.
Okay.
How, as parents especially, and I think also some teachers, especially when dealing with this really rowdy things lah, how do you prevent yourself from saying all these things you don't mean?
Marah is a normal reaction. You have to remember that dulu. It's a normal reaction. Everybody has that intention. Okay, everybody has that characteristic. Pemarah, penyayang.
Yang ingat pemarah tu nak percaya. Sorry, nak
They have. Everybody has. Memang dijadikan, memang ada.
Memang human.
But then, human. But then, the only difference between you and me is how you control it. It's the control part that's different. Okay, so how you control your marah, it's how you define your marah.
Okay. What do
you defining your marah tu is really you want to pin somebody, or you want to educate somebody, or either you want to bring them back
or back.
Yeah,
Niatnya the niat of it.
Because even doing counseling, sometimes you have to raise up your voice kalau sudah orang tu macam. Raise up a bit so that they wake up.
Okay.
So it's your intention. Even in when you are teaching, don't tell me your intonation monotonous, memanjang 2 jam.
No.
Memang your student tidur kan. So sometimes you have to put up and then going down. So it's the same thing. So actually you need to tell them, okay, student, sometimes my voice may be up. Maybe down. It's just my intonation. I'm not angry. So make them understand that.
Tapi itu in the angry.
Yeah, but then some people, that's why I said today, it depends on how those children define
receive it.
Angry. Yeah. Because in communication, there has to be 2 ways. Mesti ada yang membagi, okay? Mesti ada listener, and mesti ada action. That's communicate. If those 3 itu ada, you're not communicating.
Yeah, that's true.
So communication, even in counseling, especially in adolescent, is very important. They need to know what you want. You remember your kids saying, we bring them to shopping lah misalnya na. Kemana kan ne? And then you go to the shop. Let's say shop makeup. Tani kamu beli makeup. What am I doing here? So you need to explain to them. Even sebelum jalan pun, karang mama kan balik sini dulu Then they won't ask you. So the same thing as if you have high intonation in the class, kan men-stress ni, this point is important. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. But let's say you get mad, and then your language goes all the way.
You just come back.
How do you repair the relationship?
It has to be there, instant. That's why I said you come back.
Okay.
When you really marah, benar-benar marah. Okay, give me example. Which part you want to marah? They don't listen, kan? They don't.
Yeah. Let's say there's a teenager.
And then you hit the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah. I think it's more like the words. Let's say it's words.
Words, abusive
Macam you are
words.
so let's
Abusive
say worst case
words.
scenario. Yeah, like this.
Okay, if you have an abusive word, locally abusive words,
Kind.
you know what I mean, Okay. And then let's say you're teaching science. Masa satu. Itu you have to be. There must be a relationship bah. Mengajar kanak-kanak ni. Jangan yang perkara yang floating.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
So
yeah.
even if you are angry, and then masa tu you mengajar sains, and then maybe pasal buah ke bunga ke apa tu, and then you tinggi suara kan, kali all those X words and then you said, the fruit satu, when it falls, it has this sound. So that's explaining kenapa ya marah saying that word. You have to relate it to something so that
Right.
that marah becoming a positive ones.
Okay.
The same as when you teach maths. Okay, you marah about plus and this and that, apa kan? And then you just have to tone down yourself. You realize you marah sudah kan? Your student macam taken aback, macam takut. Even anak tadi pun kerapat terlampau takut kan? So you just have to say, okay, you make mistake. You try to have that calculation, sengaja salahkan. Sengaja salahkan, then they will say and make a joke over that.
Itu kalau teacher, kalau
parents same thing. Let's say what you have to give me example.
Okay.
Apa yang you marahkan?
Okay, from what I've been hearing, let's say marah pasal let's say anak ni rude lah. Let's say rudeness. Rudeness in the house.
Macam aku keluar. Macam tu kah? Atau
it's more like, I think, okay, from what I've heard in the past, let's say tone of the child is kurang ajar parents.
Kurang ajar ni high tone kah?
Snappy kali. Snappy.
Speak back kah?
Macam tu lah. How?
Kalau adolescent, that's very easy. Speak back saja. Kalau ya tinggi suaranya, tinggikan je macam, Mama, aku keluar. Okay, agak dah. Remember when I said you have to go parallel? You have to be on their level itu bah.
Right.
But then masa tu saja. You don't extend it. You don't extend it sekarang. Kalau the next day you're doing the same thing, you buat macam itu juga, jangan.
Sekarang jadi culture.
Yeah, jadi culture. And also macam ia pun jadi kebiasaan. Kalau buat macam ni, Mama buat macam ni. It's conditioning.
Back.
It's what we call conditioning.
Okay, might work.
People are conditioning when they learn something. They're actually conditioning themselves. Macam kes apa tu? Anjing or kucing, when they press something, food keluar. Press something, food keluar. So it's the same thing. It's conditioning.
Wah, benar siya. Okay, understandable. Yeah. So parents out there, you can try that. I know there's a lot of parents who are struggling with their teens. And it's not even funny anymore. It's that kind of level. Macam give up at the brink of. Dah aku tahu lagi anak ni, this kind of thing. So
especially now with all this technology
and you don't know who they're talking to. If you're not close with them, you just don't know who they're talking to. Atau sebenarnya siapa influence orang. So
scary world.
It is. That's why. So I have some parents who do send their kids for counseling, but I always tell them, the kid has to want to come for counseling job, but in order for it to be more effective.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I always check if the child actually voluntarily wanted to come, or were they forced. And I can tell if they're forced because they don't want to say anything. Like it's very like, mati ko si nenek, this kind of thing. But it's normal. And
it's not easy.
It's not easy, but and especially if they've had an experience in the past with other counselors and they didn't have a good feeling about it. So when they come to, let's say, a private counselor, takut dorang is the same,
the most important thing, adolescent, because you are entering their privacy circle.
That
intrusion.
Mhm.
Okay, that intrusion is already make them. That's why you have to
Yeah.
break that wall dulu. Then they will talk freely.
I do have one technique which I find it works nearly all the time sebenarnya.
That's good.
So they sit down and then they don't want to talk to me because they've been forced. Okay.
Yeah.
Referred. So they sit down. And then, there's, I have a sheet that says, okay, identify how you feel. Which one are you today? So they'll just say, okay, anxious, stressed, whatever.
Yeah.
And then my favorite technique is clay therapy. So I've got a lot of like plasticine, clay modeling.
Yes.
Bagi saja.
Then
They just play with their hands because then they don't have to look at me if they talk. And they're using their hands. And this plasticine ini pun it massages your tips.
Yes.
So it relaxes them anyway. And so I give them freedom to just make whatever you like, just see how you like it. And then they have fun. And then it just changes everything. I mean, so for me, it has been very successful using that technique lah. I'm aware some kids don't like it. So some people, it may not be matching to their what they like, but so far everyone seems to love modeling. Modeling and
it's diversion.
Yeah, so I do that in the beginning, and then
need to divert because what they bring in, you have to analyze what they bring in to you.
Yeah.
And what they bring in itu sudah make them that's the seal.
Yeah.
Dorang bawa kan. So you need to bring and understand how to break that seal. That's why individual,
person, right?
so that the seal is not there and they become free.
Yeah. Because when I was doing my practicum training time VPD, that was one of the things, the no fail technique I did. Because I was trying to find out macam mana because awal-awal teenagers ni really aku can talk to them wah. I just especially girls. Oh my god, the girls macam silent wah. Itu macam panik ko. Itu masa training lah, belum pandai sekali. I was like, oh my god, I'm getting nowhere here. Okay, we try something. And ever since that time, it always works. So then I bring it to my practice now. I go, alhamdulillah, bercakap je ya. Because that's all we need. We just need them to just talk.
Yeah, just vent out.
So it's very
venting itu ba. We cannot blame parents totally jua because they need to work. They have their own life. But that's why at the same time we need to instill the kids yang this is the parents' needs, and parents' needs also your needs. So it has to be that give intake lah.
Kadang faham pelang dorang. We just can't help it, right?
Yeah, I know. At one occasion, both parents datang with the anak. Come to me, yang the mother have a different view, the father have different view, the anak have different view. So I come in between. Okay, the father, what would you like to have to your child ni buatkan, and the mother pun apa. Then the fathernya ni, I trust my wife-nya.
Okay, good.
I said, that sounds good. What should you be then? Lamatiku lah. And then last I asked the kid tu kan. When the first they met me, they said anaknya ni rebellious bah. Very rebellious. And then berkurang di bilik apa. Then I just simply ask them, okay, what's wrong with that? I ask them kan, lain jatuhnya. Berkurang di bilik saja. But biliknya kan, I said, that's still correct.
Yeah, it's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Yeah, it's still correct. I said, biliknya bukan bilik kita kan. Kan benar juga. That's why I said, you have to be like him. Tone yourself a bit down to understand them. Because you are the one who provide them that room. If you really don't want them to hide in their room, don't provide.
Yeah, don't give them a room.
What did you put in the room? TV lah, PS4 lah. I said
self-sufficient.
I said, okay, we are not blaming the child now.
That's true.
So that's why I said environment play a very important role in shaping your adolescence and what they would like to become or what they want to be in their
That's
life.
true. We have to be very logical in a way when it comes to this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like Wi-Fi. You have Wi-Fi in the house and on internet.
Yeah.
Limit it lah, switch it off kak. Aku kadang
Exactly.
pegang lagi ko. If you don't want them, just turn it off. Aku jangan burn. So funny.
People always we look at things, especially problem we always concentrate at the problem. Payah ni bah. Payah dah tu. You said already payah. So what do you want me to do? Kan? So actually we should concentrate at the solution. Problem will always be there.
Right.
And every problem is unique on their solution.
Yeah. Sure.
Even though the problem sama, but depends on the solution. To sometimes fits you, and sometimes it doesn't fit me.
Case by case.
So that's why kenapa kan katanya ni selalu concentrate on problem. Macam jalan berlubang. Okay, ya berlubang. So kenapa hanya berlubang? Kan marah terpulang, So find a solution. As a community, maybe you can put something dulu kah? Ani dah lintasi saja.
You can complain about it.
Complain.
Complain is fun.
So complain saja itu ini apa? Bukan keraja aku ni. Come on. At the end of the day, siapa punya keraja? It's community punya awareness lah. So that's why lah. We waste our time too much thinking on the problem, but not thinking on the solution.
The solution payah. And dah dapat minta approval lagi.
Not in your home.
Not in my home. Yeah. But I get what you mean. Yes.
And then also, we kata ini terlampau concentrate arah barang yang katani indah dapat kontrol. Yang kanan dikontrol, indah pulang katani buat.
Benar tu.
And macam let's say untuk mendapatkan something, but that something you don't have it bah. You have to ask from somebody. You have to ask him. What saja yung ingati hari-hari. We already do that. But then it's not because bukan arah katani, so you cannot control. Why don't you just provide what you have?
Yeah.
Exactly kan?
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Because dapat terus bah. Aninda yang arah orang lain jangan dipikirkan.
Terganda lah everything.
Yes. So the same as resources ni. Kalau kita ni kan melihat our adolescent growing up in so-called what parents want satu so you have your resources. Kan? Use the resources that you have. Bukannya kan, aku nanda ni ba cigo. Yung aku na dapat ani tapos tabali ni cigo. Okay. So you're not innovative then. Why is the innovative part? As a teacher,
what can you do?
I usually ask them, okay, what do you have in the class? What do you have in the store? Before asking kementerian ke apa untuk barangan ni, barang atu. Kan orang tani selalu, bali saja. Kalau yang rusak atu buang saja, bali baru. Oh my God. Okay. Whereas things that you can mend, things that broken that you can buat, baiki semula, assemble semula, or things that yang banyak-banyak itu you can assemble to become one thing. Do that first.
Yeah, that's true. I feel a lot of students these days sebenarnya, and if they've been taught this way, they're great. They're quite good at problem solving. I'm quite impressed sometimes. Because me myself as a parent, sebenarnya aku malas to think for my kids anymore. I'm actually tired, and sometimes I really don't. Generally, I don't know. So I will just, teacher technique. What do you think? How would you deal with it? What do you think you should do? So we keep doing that now. Sampai dorang pun macam pandai wah. Actually, recently there was this fun thing they had in school, which is called Anything But a Bag.
Okay.
Anything but a bag. So the kids are to find an item.
Okay.
To carry things in, tapi dia boleh a bag.
Yeah.
Anything but a bag.
Yeah.
So the thing is, when my kids were small, I would figure this out for them. Like, okay, costume apa ni, we're gonna think for them and
Yes.
prepare for them,
Yes,
you know.
yes.
Sebenarnya, aku macam, I think back, dalam kereta ni aku fikir, apa benar ah? And then I thought, how about Mom, that's still a bag. Oh, yeah. How about that's still a basket, still a bag. Like, sekali rasa, I don't know. Aku fikir.
Yes.
Sekali the next day he came, he got his solution, which was, he ada kutak, cereal box.
Yeah.
So he goes, hey Mom, look what I brought to school. I said, oh my God, I would never have thought of that. Like, that's amazing. Like, parang aku terfikir. Because everything for me, when I thought about that activity, small bag a different kind of bag, So I was like, I can't think. Like, I don't even have any thinking power anymore. So
Yes.
that moment taught me they can think about it.
They can.
They can solve their own issue. So I just really
and he used the things that you have at home.
Yeah, exactly. Kau dulu bang balik ko to just repair, make it look nice, make it look excellent.
Yeah, that's why kan.
Yeah, that's why I was like, bagus je activity dorang na dekat really, I was just out
That's
of
why
it.
before you go out, you look around your house to look whatever you have, try to assemble. Try to make it into one. It will become something.
And the simplest things work. Yang simple ni pulang menjadi Itu aku macam, wow, okay, so from now on I was like, biar termikirkan. Lagipun the second boy, he is 16. So he's not
like
a
my
baby,
oldest.
right? He's not a baby.
It's not.
So like, our adolescents these days, they can, if you just give them that space. Macam, another choice, you're gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
They will do it. They'll be able to do things.
Sebenarnya. They are.
Yeah, we
don't restrict them.
Yeah. So I felt if I'm gonna solve this, it would be my project to pulang.
Yeah, I know. You just have to be aware on their safety and all those things lah, kan?
I just felt like, wow, kids grow up, because dulu benar, I would really last minute pabaik, marah pabaik ko siap to project leh ko, But as mothers, right, we want to rescue you. Kadang kena marah, kadang dah siap, But now I'm thinking, no, biar tu And then even if in the siap, let's say, in the tebot apa, they will get what's coming lah. Learning process
Process, yeah. I instilled to my boys. I said, okay, you usaha, you study means you usaha, kan? And then you got this kind of marks, meaning you already try. It's okay. Mama is not asking for A plus, no. As long as Mama can see that you are learning something. So meaning if previously you C, you the next time you B, meaning there's learning.
Excellent.
That's really good for Mama, I said. But then if you just stay home playing game, don't expect you to have higher marks than that. Don't expect you improve, I said. So they would understand.
I would say there's no magic.
Understand.
There's no magic here. You do it. You got it. You don't need. We just don't want to fill them with false hope, jangan. Like, it's
they will
gonna be
remember
fine. Apa gonna be fine kalau anda belajar?
They'll remember that. We have to explain to them what knowledge is for their everyday life.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So, are you also functioning these days as a counselor advisor, nasihat, or anything like that?
Not really. Masa kerja dah pulang, but then more to peer, but there are sometimes our colleague cannot handle parents, cannot handle student, macam bukan pulang giving up, they just challenging sama inda talaga pakan dipikir. So I said bawa lah. So I voluntarily said okay, bawa and see me.
Okay, that's
so I talk to them, I talk to parents. It just that kita ni selalu lupa yang if you feel sad, if you feel happy, it's normal ba? Ani orang kan, including myself, I was. Kalau feel sad tu, oh no, I'm not normal. If I cry a lot, it's not normal, something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong.
No, yeah.
Really.
I do have a friend. I have a friend who's always depressed kan. Kita kala tu yang nelipon, and then I said, okay, maybe it's time you can accept this is you, and that's fine. What? But I shouldn't be crying like, oh. But then it's okay because you are, you know. How
It's
do you
okay
switch it
to
up? How do you
cry.
switch these things up?
Mm,
So yeah, it's about humans, right?
yeah, it's the way we grow. You know, the most expensive way of growing up is experiencing it
Mm,
because it takes your time,
Yeah.
it takes your money, it takes your age.
yeah.
Kan?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
the most expensive.
It drills you.
Yeah, and no money can buy it.
Banner.
No money can buy it.
I look back and I used to regret like, oh, I shouldn't have listened to anyone. I should just done that hairdressing. Tapi last
Yeah.
nah, it's supposed to be this way because when I think about it, I don't jadi hairdresser boring je kok. Like, I get bored. That's the thing. Maybe it wasn't for me.
It's all about expanding ideas.
Yeah, and go with the flow. I love like helping people see like let's just go with the flow. We don't know where it will take us.
Actually, you never know if you continue to be hairdresser. You never know that you can make an app that's having apa tu namanya if you want to have trial and even okay, what do you want to become? Okay, let's try this hair.
Makeover. You never know, right?
Because it's digital age.
So there's no
Kind of expansion ba.
there's
Kalau
no
hairdresser
regret lah, basically.
yeah. Because kalau hairdresser ni pun bukan yourself yang berdiri di sana menggunting bah nowadays. Kalau dulu barangkali lah people will say if you're hairdresser you're the one who gunting. Kan? Who do the washing But nowadays you can have a virtual thing, you can develop an app on hairdressing ni kan. And then you can sell your still hairdressing.
Aku belum pandai tapi
You can learn.
yeah,
Isn't it?
I don't know if I want to. Probably don't want to.
Because we evolve.
Yeah, exactly right. We never know. Even ni aku jadi counselor ni, you know what I had to learn? I had to learn Canva.
Oh yeah.
Kena pandai tu dulu.
It's a very good app, you know.
It is. I was like, macam mana kena Canva ni nak pandai? But no, it's okay. I'm good.
Yeah. It's
but
good.
I do get it. Evolution. You have to evolve. And
You have to evolve.
learn. And I always
learn
like
things.
to share with parents, well, we're going to have to be the example for our children, like if we can't tell them, we got to do it.
Yeah.
See, so some of my friends said, Papa talk about master lagi.
Learn by showing.
I want my kid to see me graduate. That's the only thing that kept me going, When I quit school, it was so hard, okay? My
I
dream was so
know.
deteriorated,
Yeah.
okay?
Buat dissertation tu lagi.
But
Oh God.
if I quit now, what's gonna happen? These boys are gonna see me quit, not finish, and they're gonna be like, "That's life." No, it's not. If you commit, you can do it. Why, So
Yes.
last I just made myself
Go for it.
fast. Oh,
Good.
but so that's
Meaning you're challenging yourself.
yeah. Plus, I really wanted to be a counselor, pula.
Oh, yeah.
I do need qualification.
Yeah. That's why you see in our life ni ada goal ba.
Benar.
At the end of the day, you're going to that goal is like macam light at the end of the tunnel. But going to that tunnel, to reach that, there must be other.
Oh, kapisan
Ano niya
juga.
It's not a straightforward tunnel ba.
People think it's straightforward. When you
people think
succeed,
straightforward.
you
Yeah.
think, okay. Yeah, mana ka din, Like, people don't know anything, do you? Like, it was not easy.
I know, right?
So that's what I love my kids to see because they saw how much I struggle. And
Oh, dear.
I remind them because I remember that time my son, I was like so into it. Lupa ko yan ni tuition. Tanga-tanga ko getting into it. I really wanted to finish this thing, and he goes, "Mom, I have whatever tuition." I just had a meltdown. I just cried. Padahal he was just reminding me, and it was kind of late. Itu ko macam, hey, why you go so jaran? I thought, oh my god, I'm having a meltdown. Gila. But that just shows, you see, like if you want to do higher education, you got it's stressful,
It's stressful, but actually it's enjoyable.
It is.
Adolescent learning is, and I mean, adult learning is very enjoyable.
I loved it, but I just
very
want him to
enjoyable.
see it takes hard work. You have to get into it, you know. So now these days, I don't have to say much. I just say, remember that day. Remember that day. I had a meltdown.
But satisfaction is there.
For sure. Yeah.
So that really pays off lah.
How about
Yeah.
PhD?
No, well, I just let my kids doing it.
No.
I just want to have now. I want to have a really apa namanya simple life,
Yeah.
you know. But still doing the things that I enjoy.
Really believe in.
Yeah.
How about in future?
Mm.
Would you be open to doing a support group for parents?
I don't mind
Yeah, that's one thing I'm thinking of.
volunteering. I don't mind
Yeah.
volunteering. I did volunteering since my secondary school sudah.
Oh, you're one of these kids,
Yeah.
right?
No,
Wow.
I love volunteering.
Yeah, because I think support group ini bagus juga.
Mm,
No, if not physical,
yeah.
at least online, you know, then the
Yeah.
parents can come and talk and say,
Yeah.
oh, I did this, I'm such a bad parent. Because parents juga, they're tough on themselves, pa. They are
They
tough on themselves, you
They
know, which at the
Mm.
end it pressures the
Because
kid.
they set their own limit itu sometimes macam unreasonable.
We do that nanti.
Kan, insyaAllah.
Let's do that.
Yep.
Okay, I think we covered a lot of ground. Very general as well. Yes,
Very
specific
general.
as well.
Yep.
And this is maybe we can do a series on teen parenting. Parenting, that'd be a good one.
Okay. Yeah.
How to parent in this era. Very different. It's very, very, very
Cool.
different.
Yeah.
And
Parents now are they Gen X, right?
Gen
No,
X.
you are Gen X, yeah. Gen X parents.
Ada je Gen Y sudah
Yeah, maybe she.
Ada. Baru first child,
Oh, yeah.
babies.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like me, our kids are teenagers sudah kan.
Oh, yelah, huh?
Baru-baru ni Gen Y.
Can you imagine the alpha?
Aku tahu.
Oh, they live.
Imagine.
Oh,
I don't know. It could be better. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
I don't know. We never know. Because kami in the between era bah.
I know.
You know,
Yeah.
like we were not social media dari awal. We had a transition going through that. So our brain were split was sebenarnya.
Yeah. Even us is worse.
Lagi tu ya.
We have to adapt ourselves and have to rest against time to know all these media
Yeah, yeah,
things and learn
It's another
Canva.
world. It's
Those days learning apa saja words, Excel, even that good enough kan? It just nowadays
Benar.
orang expand saja lagi all those Excel
Oh,
itu jadi itu
Excel.
jadi ini apa kan?
You
So
hate it,
it's
but you love it, but you hate it.
You have to make yourself enjoy things.
Yeah. It's evolving. We have to move forward.
Yeah. I always enjoy things, what I do, or whatever I do, because just like eating, I eat anything under the sun, except basi lah aku nak makan. But the rest lagi boleh makan,
Adventurous,
lagi makan, ada halangan, I will eat.
Apa?
Just give me any food, I will eat.
Try it out. Okay, that's good.
Mm.
Anyway, thank you, Chicken Nipa, for coming on and your
welcome.
time, sharing us with your
Yeah.
sharing your wisdom, your knowledge, and everything that you've learned
Thank
along
you.
your life.
Yes.
And I'm sure there's a lot more. So
Yeah, there are a lot
I hope
more.
we can invite you again.
Dig it out from me.
Ada tu nanti as time goes by. If there's any questions that you'd like Cikgu Nipa to address, please write it in the comments if you like, or send me a DM, and then we can maybe address it in another podcast. Okay? All right. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.